about things like heating, filtration? What sort of recommendations do you have? Yeah, going a little bit deeper into that.
That's a good question because there's so many of them as well. So, there are several different elements you need to run a pool. You need obviously the pool, so we tick that off. Then you need obviously the water. You need to work out how you're going to, what water profile you call it. So is that salt? Is that chlorine? Is that minerals? And then that will dictate what kind of filter you have, what kind of sanitizer you have, and what kind of heater you have. Now, people in Queensland will be listening to this going, oh, yeah, you need to heat your water. What is this? Is it, we're in Antarctica or something here, are we? But if you live, Sydney or South, you need a pool heater. Otherwise, you're only swimming in it for, 5 weeks of the year. There's several different kinds of ways that you will start with heating that you can heat your pool with. There's the old school pump and then the black tubes that go all over your roof, which use the heat of the sun to heat the water, and it's pumped through like a pump system. And then there's, old school heaters that they have, which most of them are obsolete now. The big change has been heat pump systems. So that's what I had in my pool. And whilst the initial purchase, there can be between 15 and 20 grand for a good pool heater to do an 8 meter pool. The cost savings are dramatic. They'll reduce the cost of what it takes to heat your pool by up to 80%, between 70 and 80, depending on the brand. It's massive. And a heat pump, all you're paying for really, it's a refrigerant. It works like an air conditioner compressor, but in reverse. So there's a refrigerant that's pumped through at pressure, and whatever temperature the air is outside, even down to kind of like 10 degrees, there's a heat interaction with the air and the compressed gas, and that heats the water. It's like a miraculous technology. So all you're paying for is the cost of the fan and then the cost of the pump to pump the water through that particular fan. Revolutionary. It takes a bit longer to heat your pool, but if you have solar power, you can offset the cost of running that heater with your solar and use your pool almost like a solar storage battery, because you can heat it and then put your lid on overnight, and then the next morning you still got a 25-degree pool to swim in.
Yeah.
So that's one